So for Fallon, we have, again, a jewel-powered doll that can kind of double as her adventure outfit as well. It's interesting, and I wonder, I'm sure that Greg and every other person who involved in this made it that way, so that way the toys could also kind of be screen accurate without their jewel armor. Because when they're adventuring, it's almost the exact same outfits, except for Tamara. The puffy sleeves. I feel like that's really the only character that really changed that much.
She has the casual outfit that you see her in occasionally.
Like in
Jewel Quest or Fairy Princess, where she's got essentially her Jewel Rider outfit, just without the armor.
And that's what most of them have.
Yeah. And it's, I do appreciate it as a play feature, definitely, that, you could play with them in two different ways.
Right.
Without having to buy a second doll or an outfit pack.
Exactly. And now you were talking about the colors on Guinevere. Now let's look at the colors on Fallon. I love the fact that they're so multicolored. Like, I think that makes her stand out. Plus, she's the entire, color scheme.
She's the triad of the Jewel Rider colors, right? She's got the teal, she's got the pink, and she's got the purple.
Right. Maybe that's why she always looks the nicest.
She does look the nicest to me.
And it's more just, it's more appealing. Like, it's not just this, large pink mass.
Yeah.
But she seems to be very screen accurate. Maybe that's also why you enjoy her the most.
I know, she's probably my favorite of the Jewel Power dolls.
I mean, even down to having, the little moon brace on the bottom of her shoe. She has everything.
It's it's still there on the molded boot, even if it's not colored correctly. Yeah. Right.
But then the boots are the appropriate color that are in the show. Mm-hmm. The pants are almost almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
The one thing is that her cape, again, I know we've talked about this in the archive showcase, the toy itself, it's much of a lighter material.
Right, they're very these tulle materials.
Versus the heavier fabric, a Drake cape or something like
exactly.
that. That would have been nice, but we have what we have. I think the thing that always stood out for me, and again, it's just the way that you have to have it, but it's the little, very delicate pieces of fabric that are attached to the cape that go around the doll's arms. One, it was so fragile, so it ripped. But two, it's I don't think that was screen accurate, because in the show, it always is just attached to the back of their
armor piece. Yes. Yeah, I know that. So I don't love those little arm loops on it, but.
And even the design of the cape, it's a rounded piece of fabric, whereas in the show, it's more like a rectangle.
Right. I do think once you put the chest plate on, it does cover those up a little bit.
A little bit, yes, but you can still see them. Not you look at the art of the show and it's a little bit different.
Right.
I think also maybe another reason why we look at her and think that she's a lot more screen accurate is that the jewel pieces and the moon pieces on her cartoon artwork are purple. So the fact that they didn't paint them necessarily on the toy, it really didn't lose anything.
It's a slightly different shade of purple, but it's not a completely different color.
And they even have the stitching, the molding on her shirt, and everything.
Right.
The one thing that I would say is that I've always thought her chest plate on the doll is much more ornate than the actual art design.
Right.
The design just has the moon and the little line with the pearl necklace.
Yeah.
But then on the toy, it has all these jewels all over it. Yeah. It's she doesn't ever actually have that. Guinevere had it. But not Fallon.
Right. I mean, also, when you look at her helmet, she's got on the flags that come off the side, on the show, she's got a teal stripe in there. Mm-hmm. But on the doll, of course, all molded, one color, clear purple plastic.
And we've talked about her helmet before, but I just want to point out, even though it's flags, it still kind of looks like bat wings. When it's like that, because they're so large.
Yeah, I think the toys' flags,
their helmets,
they're almost ludicrously large.
Versus the animated artwork.
Where, you can see in the animated artwork, it's okay, Fallon's an athletic character. She's got an athletic outfit, her helmet, the racing flags basically on it don't come back too far.
Right.
To reduce drag or whatever, as she's running through the forest.
Maybe that's what it's for, I don't know.
But then, with her giant flags on the toy.
But, and speaking of her helmet, it's also screen accurate because the color is right. So the purple of the boots and the top of the head match the color in the show.
Right.
So, I mean, overall, I feel very happy with the way that the Fallon doll came out.
Fallon turned out wonderfully.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
By the magic of the Sunstone, you're tuned into the Jewel Riders Archive.